Hello, everyone. My name is Ali, and today I'm talking with Hussein about leadership and management in engineering. Hussein is an engineering manager at Al Tamimi located in Saudi Arabia. Thank you for being here, Hussein.
Well, thanks, Ali. I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. Let's start by getting to know you a little. Uh, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So my name is Hussein Al Mashad. I have been a civil engineer for 5 years, and currently I work as an engineering manager at Tamimi. And my job is to lead a team of engineers,
Mhm.
plan projects, and make sure everything is running smoothly.
Nice. So, how do you move from being an engineer to a leadership role?
Well, at first I was focused on my work, designing and planning and solving problems. But over time, I started helping junior engineers and leading small tasks. So then I got more responsibilities, such as handling deadlines, talking to clients, and making project decisions. And that's how I moved into management.
So it happened step by step.
Exactly. So I didn't just wake up one day and became a manager. I mean, it was a slow process of learning and making mistakes for sure and improving those mistakes. So I mean, yeah, to get better.
That makes sense. In your opinion, what makes a good leader?
Well, I would say a good leader is someone who listens, helps, and makes good decisions. So you have to be fair and clear with your team. If there is a problem, you don't just panic. You're supposed to find a solution.
That makes sense. Do you think you are a good leader yourself?
Well, I would say I try my best. I think what makes me a good leader is that I understand my team and support them. At the same time, I don't just tell them what to do. I make sure they have what they need, and sometimes I need to step in and decide. And sometimes I let them solve problems on their own.
Okay, so it's about knowing when to lead and when to sit back. Yes.
Definitely. I mean, a leader doesn't need just to control everything. So just guide the team in the right decision direction.
Hmm. How do you handle negative feedback?
Uh, well, I don't take it personally, so feedback helps me improve. And if someone gives me an advice, I think about it and then see if I can change something regarding my productivity or my approach towards specific responsibilities.
Uh, what about when you give feedback to your own team?
Well, I try to be clear but kind at the same time. So if someone makes a mistake, I don't just, say this is wrong, and I explain why it's wrong and how to fix it. That way, they learn and don't feel bad about it.
That's a good approach, to be honest. How do you know when to hire new employees?
Well, I look at the team's workload. So if people are too busy all the time, or if we need a specific skill that we don't have in the work, then it's time to hire someone or train the current team.
That makes sense. It depends. Okay. Uh, what keeps employees motivated?
For that question, I would say most people think money is the biggest motivation, obviously, but that's not really true. So money is important for sure, but it's
Mhm.
not what keeps people happy in their job. So what really motivates employee is feeling valued, uh, being respected, and working on interesting projects. So when people feel like their work matters, they work harder and If they enjoy their projects and feel appreciated, then they stay motivated. I always make sure my team members know their work is important. I give them good challenges, listen to their ideas, and show them respect. That's what makes a difference.
That's a great point. I learned that from you, to be honest. So motivation is more about respect and interesting work than just money.
Yes, exactly. I mean, people want to feel like they are part of something meaningful. Money alone won't make them happy if they don't enjoy their job.
Is it better to make decision as a group or alone?
Well, I would say both. So big decisions are better with the team because more ideas can help. But sometimes, as a manager, you have to decide quickly.
So it depends on the situation.
Exactly. I mean, if we have time, um, I ask the team, and if we don't have time, I make the call myself.
Okay. Do engineering companies uh, need different leadership styles?
Yes. So different types of engineering companies need different leadership styles. Construction companies, software firms, and manufacturing plants all work differently. So leadership must match, I would say, the work. So, for example, in civil engineering, we have to plan carefully and manage risks and work with many different teams. A leader in civil engineering needs to be organized, patient, and good at solving problems on site. But in software engineers company, the work is more flexible. The teams can work remotely sometimes. So a leader there might focus more on teams collaboration and creativity rather than strict schedules.
Hmm. So leadership depends on the type of engineering work.
Exactly. I mean, a good leader understands the industry and adapts to it.
Okay. What do you think about office work versus hybrid work?
Well, I like hybrid work. So some tasks, like meeting and site work, need us to be in the office, but other tasks like design and planning can be done from home.
Do you think companies will move from office to hybrid more in the future?
Well, yes, I think so. So flexibility is important for employees. If people can work from home sometimes, they feel happier and get more done, and that makes them spend more time with their families. So definitely.
Okay, Hussein, this has been a great conversation with you. Before we finish, what advice would you give to engineers who wants to be a leader in the future?
Well, my advice would be very simple. So take responsibilities. Don't wait for someone to give you a leadership role. Start by helping your team, solving problems, and then take initiative. Good leaders don't just give orders, so they're supposed to support their team and keep learning from it.
That's great advice. Thank you, Hussein, and I appreciate your time for giving me this interview. Thank you again.
You're very well. You are very welcome, Ali. I mean, thank you for having me today for this meaningful conversation. I hope you nothing but the best in
Thank
your
you. Thank you.
project. Thank you.